Hey everybody, welcome back. And now that I've had a chance to have a bite to eat, got some lasagna in my belly, I'm gonna go ahead and crack open the second box of Upper Deck Series 2 that launched here today. And odds are, knowing me and my time, it's probably not actually going to be today by the time that this uploads. It's probably going to be a day or two afterwards. Excuse me. But yeah, Upper Deck Series 2 launched today, or at least, you know, it launched today while I'm opening it. And I got two boxes. We opened the first box already. We got a few nice cards. I would say the ones that stood out the most for me, if I was looking at them here, would have to be the Brock Besser UD Canvas Black and White. As a Canucks fan, I got Bang for Your Puck, Austin Matthews. And I think no super notable rookies. No Mishkov, no Celebrini in the first box. So that's what the real chase is for this Series 2 stuff. So fingers crossed that we get to actually see some of that in this box. You know, I would really love to get a Mishkov or a Celebrini, and I hopefully will at some point, because these two boxes aren't going to be the only ones I'm going to open. Much like Series 1, I'm probably going to randomly buy a couple boxes here and there for the next little bit, and end up with like 8 copies of every base card minus the Young Guns. Because at this point here, from Series 1, from 1 to 200 or whatever, I have pretty much every one of those cards, like 8 or 9 copies of them. Eventually I'll give them away to people and stuff like that, friends and that. Sort of thing to kind of cut it down or pare it down a little bit. But for now, I'll go ahead and sit on them. And for box 2 of Series 2 here, I'm actually going to start with what would normally be my second pile, which is the bottom right here. Just figure go for the second pile, or the pile I'd normally go as number 2, and maybe I'll get some weird luck going that gets me a Celebrini or a Michkov. I think I got it right. Worst case scenario, I have an extra base card on the back. But for first card coming out of the box number 2, we've got Capo Caco. And then there's Riker Evans. And we got Oscar Sundqvist. We've got Nick Suzuki. Matthew Barzal. Ville Husso. We got Taylor Hall. Dylan Larkin. And then I think behind Connor Murphy here, I think is when we start getting into our... into the inserts. So if I go, first guy here, we've got a UD Portraits for Miro Heiskanen. Then behind him, it looks like it's a Young Gun. And if we go... Seattle Kraken, Logan Morrison. Not quite the Young Gun we were looking for, but we'll take it. And then we'll finish it off with Samuel Honzik with Calgary Flames. Welcome aboard. All right, so let's go into pack number 2, Electric Boogaloo. And all right. I think I got it right. We got Matthias Janmark. Then there's Tyler Myers. And we've got Jordan Eberle. After him, we got a Shea Theodore. And now we're into the front of the pack. We got Keandre Miller. Sam Reinhart. Luke Shen. Leo Carlson. Some good stick flex on the go there. We got Nazem Kadri. And behind Kadri, we've got Seth Jones on the UD canvas. We've got Cale Makar, Young Guns Renewed. It's a nice looking card. And finally, we've got a bang for your puck, Timo Meier. All right, so that's 2 packs down. We're into pack number 3 here. So far, I gotta say I'm quite happy with these cards so far. I mean, obviously from like Series 1, identical Series 1, Series 1. Like there's a lot of the stuff that's the same, but the welcome aboard, the bang for your puck, and those guys are kind of interesting. And, you know, the new chase is always fun. But anyways, pack number 3 here. We've got a Evgeny Dadonov, a Bobby McMahon, forgot to do something. I hope I get this right. I hope I got that right. Jonathan Drouin, Valerie Nichushkin, Uvis Balinskis, Josh Anderson, Mikey Anderson, Josh Morrissey, okay, one more. And then we get Artemi Panarin, and behind Panarin, we've got a welcome aboard Logan Stankoven Sparkle. So now I've got the base and the Sparkle version of this guy. The other box had the non-Sparkle version. Behind Logan, we've got a young gun, Phil Kemp. And then a ooh la la for Jake Ottinger. All right. So now I'm going to come back to this guy here, the one that would normally be pile number 1. We're just going all over the place, all willy-nilly on this box, I guess. I'll probably zigzag back up to the top right after. Seems like it might be a fun thing to do. And I'm hoping that just cut naturally for me. But next pack here, we've got Curtis McDermott. We've got Walker Dewar. We've got Marcus Foligno. Anton Forsberg. Leon Draisaitl. Kirby Dack. Alex Turcotte. Jack Hughes. Was it Jack or was it Luke that got hurt the other night? One of them got hurt in an unfortunate accident with Jack Eichel there. You could tell he felt real bad. Then we got Vladislav Gavrikov. Now we're into our guys. First off, we've got on a heater, Sam Reinhart. Not a bad looking card. I didn't have an on heater in the last pack, so that's kind of cool. We've got Young Guns for Jet Luchenko. Right team, wrong prospect, wrong rookie. And finally, a welcome aboard for Jet Luchenko. So I guess we got his Young Gun and his welcome aboard card in the same shot. Back to back there. All right. So let's go into pack number 2 from pile number 2. And we still got 7 packs after this one to pull a Celebrini or a Michkov. Okay, that I can't really tell what it is, but it doesn't look like a regular card. So we've got Jalen Chatfield, followed by Michael Bunting, then Dave Camp. Come on, there we go. And then we got Henry Thrun, Dylan Strome, Nick Bjugstad, Essa Lindell, Kirill Marchenko, Tage Thompson. I know I got one of these already in the other box, and I commented on how good of a card it is and how awesome that Buffalo jersey is. That statement still holds up. And next up, it looks like a UD canvas. And it's for Radko Gudas. Next up, it's a UD portraits. This one's of Josh Doan. And then finally, well, I guess we're just going to flip it over. And it's an electricity for Travis Konecny. They got my hopes up having it all back to back there, hoping something a little more interesting was in there. That would have been nice. Still a nice card, though. I do think I like the electricity cards better than I like the aimbots from Series 1, so I will note that. And let's do the last pack of pile number 2. 6 packs left after this. We're at the halfway mark, basically. Okay. So we've got Pasta, old Dave Pasternak. We've got Brady Tkachuk, then Casey Cizikas, Elias Pettersson. We got a Nick Dowd here. And Scott Lawton, and Darren Radish, Shane Wright, Dawson Mercer, and then we have an outburst. Can't tell what that jersey. Can't quite make out what the helmet is. Whoever it is, number 8. Boston. Oh, Pittsburgh. Michael Bunting. So we got the Michael Bunting outburst. So that is a nice looking outburst card, I will say. It's got nice crisp edges and everything. Good looking card. He kind of looks like he's making a bit of a funny face. But anyways, it's very, very nice. It's definitely a win. Next up, we've got Cutter Gauthier, Olin Zellweger teammates. So there's only 45 young guns, actual young guns in Series 2. So like the last 5 cards are like these teammates cards. We'll see how that goes. It kind of looks like an awkward family photo right there of 2 siblings, if I'm being honest. But needless to say, kind of a neat way to round out the pack for any young guns duos that are out there, sort of thing. And our final guy is an ooh la la for Samuel Montembeault. I'm just gonna put the duos with the regular young guns. Seems like it makes sense to me. So yeah, we've hit the halfway mark here. Pulled some. We got a Cale Makar, we've got some young guns, some more welcome aboards, a bang for your puck and a heater, some ooh-la-las in our outburst. So far so good. This is not a bad spot to be at the halfway mark. And as I said, I'm going to come back to this right-hand side and just kind of zigzag back and forth. Let's see. Go. Jeremy Swayman's at the front of this one. Then we've got Eric Holla. We've got Pontus Holmberg. Tyler Sagan. Ivan Miroshnichenko. Okay, I can't pronounce his last name. I will eventually one day get it. I'm sure, hopefully. We've got a Jeff Petrie. Rasmus Sandin. Joey Decord, Corey Perry, and then behind Corey Perry, we've got a UD canvas for Blake Coleman. That's actually a great picture. Behind that, we've got an on-tour Washington Capitals Alexander Ovechkin and Tom Wilson card. That's our first on tour, I think, from this box. I gotta move things a little bit, make some room here. And then finally, behind our on tour, we've got Electricity for Matt Boldy. All right. So now we're into our pack number 7. Okay. I'm going to hope that's right. But first off, we got Trevor Lewis. We've got Ivan Provorov. We got Morgan Frost. There's Michael Esimont. There's Luke Glendening. There's Nick Paul. We got him. We got Jaden Struble. Connor Garland. Casey Middlestat. And then behind Casey, we've got a bang for your puck, Tage Thompson. Then he's followed by, it's a young gun. It's a red helmet. Samuel Honzek. Bang for your puck. And then finally, we got a Jack Eichel playlist for the Vegas Golden Knights. All right, so this pack here, once we finish it, we're three quarters of the way there. Still no Celebrini, still no Mishkov. That hunt will continue until morale improves. Morale will improve when that hunt is successful. So we've got Peyton Krebs and Torrey Krug, Freddie Anderson, Kent Johnson, and then we got Eli Tolvanen, Zach Whitecloud, Nathan McKinnon, one of Nova Scotia's finest, Eetu Luosterainen. And behind Hampus Lindholm, here's I think our inserts. First off, it's a high gloss, Philip Schittle or Keitel or Heidel. I can't pronounce it, but he's now with the Vancouver Canucks. And this one is 8 of 10. So that's probably safe to say that this guy is our box hit. And you know, he's a Canuck now, so that's great for me. I'm quite happy with that. Let's see what else we've got hiding. We've got a Dazzlers, Alexander Barkov. And we'll finish off with a Young Guns renewed Jack Hughes. Man, he's only been 2018, 2019. It's not that old. I mean, I got a Nick Suzuki one in another one, and Cale Makar hasn't been around that long either. So, you know, the well is I guess not too deep for old rookies, and you know they kind of want to stay relevant to like the big players too, right? It's not just about getting old rookies that haven't been around recently or something. Though it would be really cool for them to do like a legacy rookies thing where, you know, we do these young guns renewed. Well, maybe, you know, we do a renewed version of like, you know, some older rookie cards from like the 90s and the 80s and stuff. That could be quite neat. That would definitely be something that would catch my eye as late 80s, early 90s was the peak for me as a kid growing up collecting cards, right into the mid 90s. But, anyways, we're into our final three packs. This is pack 9 of 12. We did get we found our box hit with the Heidel High Gloss. Let's see if we can't still find us a Michkov or a Celebrini. That would be just dandy. But we'll start off here with Drew O'Connor. Then we've got Connor McMichael. We've got Nils Lundqvist. Braden Shen. Jacob Slavin. David Jirasek. Dan Vladar. Marcus Johansson. Jack Drury. And I think behind that we're getting into, our inserts. So first up, it's a canvas, Young Guns canvas for Ethan Cardwell. So right team, wrong prospect again, but we'll give you a good look at this one. It's kind of a cool looking Young Guns canvas card. Behind that, we've got a renewed for Tuvo Teravainen. And then our last guy here is another on tour San Jose Sharks, William Eklund and Fabian Zetterlund. And reneweds there. All right, so we got 2 packs left. The hunt's continuing. We got a checklist on the back. Kind of works out. Not worried about accidentally exposing a checklist. So it's kind of great to have on the back, actually. We got Michael Carson. We've got Frederick Gaudreau. We've got Nicholas Haig, followed by Dylan Cousins. Oh, yeah, this is our checklist one. Nathan McKinnon, Austin Matthews. 251 to 300 checklist. We've got Artem Zub. Adam Henrique. Vlateri Pustinen. Then we got Mason Laurie. And next, behind Mason Laurie, we've got Dylan Larkin on UD Portraits. Behind Dylan Larkin, all right, duos. Logan Mailloux, Lane Hudson. Young Guns teammates. Once again, not sure how well these teammates cards are going to actually kind of do. This one's definitely giving the awkward stepbrothers vibe as well. But I will say that's kind of neat to see. It's an interesting idea. It was worth taking a swing at, and if it does work out to be a hit, great. If it doesn't, well, hey, we know maybe in 10, 20 years when people have forgotten about it again, they'll try it again. And then our final card is an electricity for Mark Stone. All right, we're on to our final pack here. We're in dire straits. No Celebrini, no Michkov as of yet. This is our last chance for launch day to pull those 2 chases. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. But if not, I mean, I will be getting more of these Series 2 hobby boxes for sure. That's just pretty much a guarantee. But the fun thing is I at least got a bunch of cards that I got to sort and go through and put into sleeves and binders and whatnot. So, even if I didn't hit the chase, that just makes it all the more fun. Although I'm hoping that Michkov and Celebrini don't treat me the way Stankoven has. I'm basically, for Stankoven, I'm going to have to just outright shell out and just buy the card to round it out. I mean, realistically, I think it's like 6 cards or 6 or 7 cards that I don't have. They're all Young Guns. I'm just gonna buy them because buying the hobby boxes just doesn't make sense at that point. But anyways, final pack from Series 2 Hobby Box number 2. Um, we're going to open off with Owen Power. We got Justin Sordif, followed by Brock Besser. Clean up those cards. After Brock Besser, we got Caden Gooley, followed by Matty Beniers, Max Domi. It's actually a great picture, action picture for him. There's Jan Ruta, Igor Shesterkin, and then Lars Eller is going to be the guy that's hiding our inserts. Our final 3 inserts from the box. Our first one, it looks like a canvas black and white. It is. And it's a canvas black and white Young Guns for Joel Blomqvist for the Pittsburgh Penguins goalies. Not too bad. All right. Next up, we've got a Bang for Your Puck sparkle version of David Pasternak. So our final one, it's not a Young Gun. The hunt will resume and will continue until morale improves. But our final guy, our last card, it's a playlist for Jason Robertson. I gotta say, I'm not sold on these playlist cards. They're not bad cards, but I don't know. That's just not my thing, I think, is what it is. But yeah, no Mishkov, no Celebrini as of yet, so we'll have to hunt through. Although I am pumped about the Philip Hiddle high gloss 8 of 10, card, especially since he is now a Canuck, as part of the JT Miller trade. And yeah, he's done well for Vancouver so far. Not that Vancouver's really doing that great right now. I mean, they're struggling. They've got some issues in the locker room to still figure out, I think. Pedersen might need to get out of his head a little bit. But hopefully things will get better with them. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and start sleeving and sorting these guys. So, yeah, that's kind of boring, so I'm not going to make you watch that. Have a good one.